Okudzeto Ablakwa. Say this year we have to prepare ourselves because Okudzeto Ablakwa this year they be a drop it. They be Okudzeto Ablakwa the full from back. Now let me give you the timeline of events so you understand. Say Okudzeto Ablakwa ne American series no. Oshasiye ekoye expose emaye ne aye hu senia ye di fake address register a special purpose vehicle. Ye ka special purpose vehicle a na nini na adia temporary ye edi agisika donations ewo abrochi America. Edi ababa besi national cathedral no. Na registration no ye ko hu se the first expose no ye ko hu se registration no address near the year registration of that special purpose vehicle no na fake. Later kra no in the second expose no Okudzeto sanso be yi ma ye hu se nipa kra ye de ne social security number register no oyo obi a wewu 2014 na ye de ne din register national cathedral no. The third expose Okudzeto de ba ne hu se national cathedral no wo mo de ehu din akwa jisika every Ghana for abrochi in the name of national cathedral na so sika ye ni baby afa registrations so no a lot of issues and fraud and sem and all that. Okay, so 3 episodes and Okudzeto Ablakwa we release it from the American edition of the National Cathedral Expose. This is the 4th episode. I hope you guys are catching up and you understand. Now 4th episode nini also episode 4 of the National Cathedral Scandals American edition. Lawlessness and lack of accountability replicated in the US as they refuse to file their form 990 for God and country, Ghana first. Intino yenko mu na yenko he ensemo Okudzeto ka say a crucial discovery from the US fact-finding mission that cannot be ignored is the realization that the lawlessness and impunity which has dominated the domestic cathedral operations by the numerous misconduct of this Akufo-Addo administration is the same modus operandi that has reared its ugly head in the US. Into what I say, Senya Ghana, omuye bibia basa lawless no. Eye okwa America, sa registrations are wamakwa in the name of National Cathedral ni nano, and also a lawless. Also to recall, Ghanaians remain astonished over the brazenness with which Article 178 of the 1992 Constitution was violated when more than 339 million Ghana cedis of public funds was withdrawn to create the world's most expensive pit, albeit without parliamentary approval. And so what I say, the see what Ghana you could 339 million Ghana cedis you could ye yamba parliament mbe siki approval ye de akwa yes pit wo ho and then yes the most expensive pit no Okudzeto Ghana for akai samuni amokai sa de no sa na oka samuni amokai so mu yi 339 o mamba parliament amma mebisa e no mu kokoye ade na wo ho mu si national cathedral muni amokai nti obeto aso. Also the multiple illegalities continued with the irregular procurement of David Ajayi services under dubious emergency pretexts and outrageous inflationary pricing. And then there was how the main cathedral contractor, Ribade, was engaged through flagrant disregard for Ghana's procurement laws and confirmed by the PPA Chief Executive, Mr. Frank Mante, in his July 5th, 2022 response to my right to information request. Inti Osanso Kai say aside 339 million no nkrofo ya select yomo chese nkrofo bia ya momo anko competitive events and bidding and tendering ya the yansan na select yomo which is against the constitution of this country. What you say now? See, this lawless attitude has been replicated in the United States. Into trese sanyama na esi wa Ghana no and the esi wa American so the sages say a leopard never changes its spots. Also, unassailable evidence reveals that the governors, directors of the US Incorporated National Cathedral of Ghana and Bible Museum Foundation Incorporated have refused to file their annual tax returns. Indeed, they have never complied since their May 3rd, 2021 effective incorporation. Inti okwa abrochira every year uye NGO e was say wo file tax return. E was say ye hu sikemu. But Okudzeto say since 2021 ye the National Cathedral din no akwa akojiji sika efri Ghana for ho in the name of NGO e wa abrochire America. Now so since May 2021 any 2 years on wamon file wamo taxes esie sikasem no enti wamon pese nkrofo behu sika nemu bibia sika nafa sen no munyae ene za ade ni na. I say the specific US federal law mandating not for profit organizations to file their tax returns, which is also referred to as Form 990, is Section 6033 of the Internal Revenue Code. Under the US Internal Revenue Code Section 6033, tax-exempt organizations, including not-for-profit organizations of this nature, are required to file an annual information return with the Internal Revenue Service. This return is typically due by the 15th day of the 5th month after the end of the organization's fiscal year, and it provides information about the organization's activities, finances, and compliance with tax-exempt status requirements. So share the aircoso any the Okudzeto kana not to say omotia America emra tre say oye NGO send America na say o file ni hu sikemu. Or say governors through directors of not-for-profits who are transparent, accountable, and do not engage in diversion of funds raised for personal gain have no difficulty filing their returns. It is also noteworthy that those who abuse their organizations and use them for nefarious activities such as money laundering are those more likely to default in filing their returns. Now, we show Okudzeto on person for defamation. On accusing National Cathedral for no, but or someone can say, Omwa Sikano Boni Ewo Omutrim no, Muno Munye Sikani Via, Omubeson Baby so atre America for government no. Pati, on ga say National Cathedral no mo Bonia bo mutrim, but si Omo aboni wo mutrim no, just say the National Cathedral for na allegedly Omo ye no, sa no monso eye. Okay. Now, so last Saturday, Dr. Paul Opoku-Mensah, the executive director of the National Cathedral Secretariat, peddled blatant and repugnant falsehood when he claimed on Joy FM's news file that they had filed their tax returns in the US. It is acutely horrifying that people purporting to be building the lost temple cannot stop the constant falsehood and deception. These are the same elements led by the president of Ghana who deceived Ghanaians that taxpayer funds would not be used to construct the $1 billion cathedral. It was Dr. Opoku-Mensah Ababe Chantro join news. Say Oko America, wamo file wamo tax returns no. And no saying to Nkrofo amumu si cathedral. And a wu Chantro say Okudzeto nsema wakana no. I said they are the same people who kept using Reverend Mensah Otabil on their website, letterheads, and other official communication long after he had left the board, until I exposed their fraudulent conduct, leading to the Secretariat nicodemously effecting corrections. It was in similar fashion I exposed the incontrovertible fact that Bishop Dakiwad Mills had been left out of the Ghana Articles of Incorporation for some 3 years. This was one of the key reasons Bishop Howard Mills resigned, as contained in his explosive resignation letter. Also, the falsehoods have continued unabated, even with my recent American edition of National Cathedral Scandals, whereas Eric Otredako claims in an interview that their US incorporated entity has no office. Dr. Opoku-Mensah, on the other hand, insists they have a holding office at that fraudulent Washington address. Both of them cannot be speaking the truth. Inti Okudzeto ma history and then same way sisi our trese National Cathedral penifone kra no masha say contradiction mo ho. Oba abonten be ka say omu ni office address no enye address bi a omo office. Director no ba be kan say oh eye holding address. Just say holding office. And na em say penyi ba ko nso e ba bonten be ka say oh dabi ampa omu ni office. Also, Dr. Opoku-Mensah and his accomplices ought to be reminded that a lying tongue is one of the 7 sins God detests the most. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 16 to 19. They must urgently seek deliverance from the epidemic of lies that has come to define them. I shall now encourage Ghanaians to visit the US IRS website for their own independent verification and validation. Inti Okudzeto say, ono waka say National Cathedral for theater en reveal omo file omo tax here. Omo director Dr. Opoku nso aba can say omo file. Inti o say America de ente say Ghana o person who say company bia file omo tax wa call website on akoko he. Into wa supply website na Ghana for say yen kon click sa website so near say when na wo ka no kware. Also remember to use the employer identification number for the National Cathedral of Ghana and Bible Museum Incorporated, which is Enodiatoho. IRS website evidence duly attached. Compare the empty cathedral files from your search to other entities as I've highlighted and attached. You may also use their EINs to see the different outcomes. Another website which confirms from 990 filings is simple990.com. Inti imbrofofone de omo website bebre opese o confirm say obi etia tax and answer wapen pakro no ne number ID number na wakọ website no unso ki asomesi wa file company we ma file on taxes to a supply website na say Ghana for ende yesi on Okudzeto no twantro yenko bo National Cathedral no ID no website ni nemu ni ehwe say hwan na wo ka no kware. And that's exactly what we are going to do here. We are going simple 990. Simple990.com, right? And I hope it's not simple990.com. Inti yen search for 86 hyphen 3859 197. Okay. National Cathedral of Ghana. And then abano. Inti Osha National Cathedral of Ghana. Show. Your boy no one about National Cathedral of Ghana. 2020 watro did not exist. Not just 2020 na National Cathedral of Ghana no ni ho. 2021 or see e-file now. 2022 e-file now. Not just say I say no 2021 no when file tax ne ye. 2022 so yen file ye. Filing couldn't be easier and no matro transcend be brain. Which form do I file? And so e-file now. Not just say 2021 taxes no. Yam file 2022 taxes no so sa yam file. Not just say the Okudzeto is not lying. Te ba ne send ye ba TV so beka so Okudzeto trant. We ya call website no so mo amu. Okudzeto didn't lie. Ana ya semu Charlie. Wow. Okudzeto no details say from the overwhelming evidence, if this lawless trend continues into next year, the tax exempt status of Ghana will be revoked. US law is unambiguous that an organization that fails to file the required e-postcard or annual return for 3 consecutive tax years automatically loses its tax exempt status. It is particularly unconscionable and unacceptable that despite retaining an expensive, or more accurately put, an extortionist $6 million consultant for the USA per document submitted by Parliament in the person of Carrie Lee Summers, who operates from a dilapidated warehouse and not the advertised Nehemiah Group, then there are the infamous trial governors, President Vernon Darkon, Eric Ochre-Darkon, and Dr. Opoku Mensah. How come all these actors are violently disregarding the law by refusing to file their Form 990 with the IRS? Or say, many poignant questions arise. What are they hiding? Without annual filings, how will we ever know how much money has been raised in the US? Who is keeping Ghana's money? What have the funds been used for? Why would Dr. Opoku-Mensah peddle naked falsehood about Ghana's filing situation? When will they render full account to the Ghanaian people? Who is going to compel the trial and US consultant Carrie Lee Summers to account for all monies collected in our names? The day of reckoning is coming very soon. I shall be back. Okudzeto, Okar shall be back. One say yes. And so he later released screenshot of me the chair musisia wa wo be hu say omon file ye no de ye hu sisia no say we hu and all that. So it tells you say inti de ya file no be hu say ya tro filed. Okay? And so it tells you wow. And the man came and lied on TV. Hey, Charlie. Anyway, don't tell me what your comment box why.